Hello, champs! Welcome back to our channel Learn for You. As always, here is your study buddy Anshika, and we are going to continue our journey of Scratch. So, I hope you are getting things and we are enjoying your learnings. As always, let us have a recap of what we did in our earlier video. Basically, there we talked about events block and control blocks, and I told you what is the basic difference between both of them, right? Where event block control when to start, control block focus on how we are going to control them. So now it's the time to move ahead and look onto our sensing blocks. Yes. So what are sensing blocks? They are the blocks which detect things. When it comes about sensing, don't you feel that spy agent one? So similar sensing block help us to detect different things. So this is the basic combination of 3 stack blocks, 5 boolean blocks and 10 reporter blocks. Now let us have a look over these blocks. But beforehand, let me take you onto the Scratch editor and there I'll show you all these blocks. Here we are into our Scratch editor window. We have been done with the starting blocks. Now we are talking about our sensing blocks. So these sky blue blocks are known as our sensing blocks. As you can see here, we have these different blocks as boolean blocks. Then we have our reporter blocks, stack blocks. So basically different kind of blocks we have here. Now let us understand about their functioning. The very first one is touching. So if sprite is touching the mouse pointer or another sprite, the action will be performed. Then if it is touching a color, then the performance will be done. Moving on to some other ones, we have a distance. It makes a distance from the sprite to the certain mouse pointer. Then we have this ask and wait. This is the most important one as it appears a input box where we can type our question and later on this answer block will help us to answer that question. Moving ahead, we have some other blocks as key pressed. So it checks if specified key is being pressed. Then mouse down and mouse X. We can set our mouse pointers Y position, X position. Then we can drag mode as well. And then it comes as loudness, that how loud the noise is that the microphone is sensing. Because once we are speaking something, it will also detect. As I showed you in starting, we created the voice assistant, right? There we use these sensing blocks so that our virtual assistant can detect our own voice. So this is how we are going to use all these blocks. Moving ahead, we have some other blocks as well, such as timer, reset time, current, days set since 2000, username and many other. I will go into the Scratch window and there we will use all of them. Now moving on to the other kind of block, which are our operator blocks. So basically operator blocks are the blocks which perform mathematic functions and these are quite very simple. You would be doing addition, subtraction, right? So these different blocks, these different operations are performed using these blocks. So there are basically 7 boolean blocks and 11 reporter blocks. This is just for information. You can remember it or there is no need of remembering it as well. But once you have an idea, so you can easily recognize them. So here as you can see, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Then it comes up pick random number between two limits, greater than, less than we have, and it checks the value if they are equal, like 4 is equal to 4, right? So it checks if the values are equal. Then it comes like true if both conditions are true. As if I give you the two conditions that if it rains outside, you will not go. So both the condition if are true, then you will not be going outside the home. So this is how we are going to check. So if we are talking about both the condition to be true, we will use this AND. And when it comes about one condition, means even if it is raining, you can go outside. So that will be your OR condition true. Then it comes NOT, means simply opposite of what is happening. If your mom says yes, you will say no. If your mom says no, you will say yes. Don't do it. I'm just telling. Otherwise, you will be beaten at your home. Okay, so don't listen to this. I'm just giving an example. Okay, so now it comes join when two values put right next to each other. Now, these are some other ones. As such, specified character of the value. If we want to count the specified character, we can set it from here. Then we can get our remainder of the division, length of the value, then it comes contains, ABS of, round. Don't worry, as you are going to use all of them, it will be very much clear to you. Now let us go on to our Scratch editor and perform some operations there. So the very first block we are going to use is our sensing block. So let us move there. Basically what we are going to do using this block is we will ask a question like what is your name, and then we are going to answer it. So let us go there and understand it very well. We'll go first in our events block, select this block of when green flag clicked. Then we will go in our sensing block, and here you will find this block of ask. So ask what is your name, and then wait for a second. Then we are going to say, we will go into our loops block. There we will say hello, and let us set the time as 1 second is enough. And then it is going to answer us. So this block will help us to get our input block. Means here a question block will come, and then we can answer it. And for answer, what we are going to do? We'll again go in our sensing block, and here you will find this answer. So now here it is going to say our answer. Let us run it. Just see here. So it is asking what is your name, and here as you can see a dialog box appears. So here you can type the name. As such, we can type here Scratchy, and it's going to say. Once we are done with this, as you can type here the name Scratchy, and once you will press enter, so here it is going to say hello Scratchy. So this is how we are going to greet it. So this is it sensed what we typed, and then it showed us. Now moving ahead, what we have, let's see. Here as we are going, we'll see what is the correct answer. We are going to ask the question and it will answer. Like what is the sum of 2 plus 2? So if the answer is going to be 4, if we will enter the 4 as value, then it will say very good, you have the correct answer. The correct answer is 4. So we can do it easily. Let us go there and check it. So here we go. As such, we can come here on Scratch window. Now we are going to check the answer, right? So for that we need to set our first x and y coordinates. So we will go here, choose this option of go to x and y coordinates. Then we will set our size as 100%. Why we do these things, that we are setting the size as 100%. We cannot do that, but they just provide a proper clarity. So later on when you are going to change the value, it knows that in starting we have set our value as 100%. So that's why we do these things. We can do the set size to 100%. The next thing, we are going to set its direction as point in direction 90. And now we will start our actual code. So what we are going to ask it? We'll ask the question here. The question is, what is the sum of 2 plus 2? Although we know it's sum, right? So let us set it here. What's the sum of, let us set it as 4 plus 4, or you can do any of the thing you want, right? So here we are going to ask the question. Then we will use this control block. If block is here, right? So let us remove these blocks. We don't need them anymore. The operator block will go, and we will use this one as we have to do the sum, right? So we choose this block, and answer we have to answer, right? So here this answer block will be set. If answer is equal to what? 4 plus 4 is 8. So if it is going to be 8, then it will say very good, you have the correct answer. So from here you will set this say, and here we can type very good, you have the correct answer, right? So this is what it is going to show us only when the answer is correct. So we are done with this. After this we can try running. Let's try it. Just stop it. Okay, so it is the asking what is the sum of 4 plus 4. Okay, let us answer it as 8, and as soon as we will answer it 8, it is saying very good, you have the correct answer. But what if we are going to tell it wrong answer, or you just tried something different? Let us try it here. If I just write a random number here as 7, it will disappear. But we want it to say something, right? So we'll do something else. We can add the other blocks. As you can see here, if our answer is wrong, we can try it again. So what we will do with this if block, we will set our else blocks. Then it will say that sorry, wrong answer, we can please try again. So this is how we can generate our code. Moving next one, we have this enter correct password. So you have tried this many times. When you're trying to log in on any of the page, it asks for the password, right? So this is the code we are going to generate. See, these small things play a very important role. Right now you can generate this code, and later on when you're going to work on these websites and web pages, you will be developing your own apps. These small code blocks will be only used. So this is how Scratch help you to build your logic, and these small code blocks provide a very big impact when you are going to work on those big projects. What we are going to do here is, we will set the size as 100%. This is quite correct. Then it will ask that please enter the correct password. If the answer matches this one, then it will say that yes, it is correct, you may enter. But if it is wrong, it will say the wrong password, please try again. So just try it on your own. I'll show you, or this is quite very easy. Then the next one we have is triangle or square. We draw triangle or square using pen blocks, right? You remember? Now the question is not of drawing but of choice. Like if user says, if we are asking a user like what he wants to draw, a triangle or a square, so with the help of these sensing blocks we can do this. So we will set this, say please enter, you want to draw a triangle or square, and as per the choice, if the answer is triangle, we will follow certain steps, as if the answer is of another one, we will follow different steps. So try making this. This is a homework for now is for you. Once we are going to meet in our next video, there I'll just do them. Now there's a secret mission as well that we are going to continue in our next video. So soon we are going to see there we'll try different code blocks as such touching the edge. So as soon as the Scratchy is going to touch the edge, it will return back. We can do it directly as well, but this code is also helpful. So now here comes our current time. We can even ask that what is the correct time, and it will tell us the correct time. These all the code blocks we are going to cover in our next video. For now, just try the one you can do on your own. It is very good. Or else if you just feel stuck, you can just see them in our next video. We are going to see you very soon in our next video. Till then, stay connected and keep learning. The most important thing now is your practicing. As much as you will practice, the more fluent you will be. So till then, take care. We are going to see you very soon. Thank you and bye.